Hey there, Saints. Good to see you all. Thanks for tuning in for another devotional for all the Saints. And this week I am talking about the idea of hiddenness. Henry Nouwen's idea, or it could also be called obscurity, or the idea that there are times when we do not need to have the world's attention focused on us. So I'll read now from Bread for the Journey. One of the reasons that hiddenness is such an important aspect of the spiritual life is that it keeps us focused on God. In hiddenness, we do not receive human acclamation, admiration, support, or encouragement. In hiddenness, we have to go to God with our sorrows and joys and trust that God will give us what we most need. In our society, we are inclined to avoid hiddenness. We want to be seen and acknowledged. We want to be useful to others and influence the course of events. But as we become visible and popular, we grow dependent on people and their responses and easily lose touch with God, the true source of our being. Hiddenness is the place of purification. In hiddenness, we find our true selves. One of the things that's surprising about Jesus' life is how little of it we know. I mean, think about it. In the Bible, we're told the stories of his birth, we're told many stories of his ministry, and between those 2 points, we know almost nothing. We have one story of Jesus as a boy getting lost at the temple, but most of his life is unknown to us. Even during the period of his ministry that's recorded in the Gospels, there is a whole lot that is not recorded, that we don't know about. We know many of the important moments, the times when he said something memorable or healed someone or did something that got people's attention, but there are so many other moments that simply weren't recorded and we don't know. There are even moments where it was recorded that we don't know what was going on with Jesus because he went away to a hidden place to be alone with God. He sought that solitude. He sought that time away from others when he could reconnect with the Father. And I think what Nouwen is getting at is that in Jesus' life and in our own lives, it's important for us to have space that is separated from society, that is separated from the attention that others might give us. It's really easy for us to get focused on what people think about us and whether or not we're living up to expectations. There's this sense in us that it's important for us to be involved, to be engaged, to surround ourselves with other people and to be in a position where they pay attention to us. They want to know what we think and they want to hear what we're doing. It's almost a self-aggrandizement sometimes, and it's hard for us to let go of that. I think it's hard for us to set ourselves aside to think of our relationship with God as the primary thing that should define us, give us our sense of self-worth, give us our sense of meaning in life. But that's exactly what Jesus showed us. That's exactly what Nouwen is talking about, that we don't need to seek our approval. We don't need to seek our meaning or our worth in the relationships that we have with others. We need to seek that in our relationship with God. It's so important, and the only way that we can really do it is when we choose to withdraw a little bit from those relationships with others and to spend time deliberately focused on God. I hope that you'll find time to do that this week. I hope that you make a habit out of that, because it is truly the only way that we get to know ourselves. That is your devotional for all the saints this week. It's good to see you. Glad you're all tuning in, and hope to see you again soon. Take care.